Now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with the Game Boy Geek.
Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here. Today, we're gonna be going shopping at the flea markets. Hey, everybody likes to find a bargain, right? Going out, finding somebody else's trash, turning it into somebody else's treasure, making a quick buck. We're gonna be finding some unique antiques and some unique stuff. And we're hopefully gonna be turning around and selling them for a profit, trying to make some money. This is a family level, a little bidding and economic game with some dice rolling. Let's take a look. I'll show you it's played. I'm seeing you on the side. This is for 3 to 5 players, and it's about 20 to 30 minutes. In Flea Market, you're going to be buying different items that come up for sale, and you're going to be trying to sell them for more later. Whoever gets $45 first is the winner. Let's take a look. Each player gets to choose their cute little kitty cat color and take the dice with them. They also get $24. Now, I will say I'm glad they didn't use paper money and they used tokens. However, the money is very hard to tell apart. The 20 is a different color, and that's pretty easy to tell apart. A little bit easier. These two, from glance, from looking at piles across the way, are very close in look and color. I wish they would have made these much different colors so it was easier to tell which one was which. Now, some player takes the starting bunny there. They're the agent for this round. They roll the 3 dice. And so we have, let's see, 11 and 3, so we have 14 there. And so we'll take the 14, which is the genie lamp, and we'll put it up for sale in the sale item. Now that left an empty space, so what happens is whatever's in the end jumps up to here. We'll talk about what this does later. And this is up for sale. Everybody takes their dice, and they roll them once, and they keep it shielded from other players. I have 8. I have the option of taking one of these dice and rolling them again. That's going to be my bid that I have to bid with. And the player who has the highest is going to get the first chance to buy it. Now, 14 is not that bad of a number to buy, but I probably don't want to spend 8 on it. So I'll re-roll 1 dice. I got it again. So I have an 8. Once everybody has either decided not to re-roll 1 die or have re-rolled 1 die, we then show everybody our dice. So I have my 8, purple's got 9, and green has 7. We go to purple because they're first. We say, purple, do you want it for 9? If they say yes, they pay $9 to the bank, and they would then take this and put it in front of them. If they say no, it goes to the next highest number, which is me. Now, if us two are tied for the highest number, whoever's the agent gets first dibs, or whoever's close, if neither of us the agent, whoever's closer clockwise gets first dibs if it's tied. I have 8, that's too much, I pass this person. They could buy it for 7 and take it, or let's say I was the agent for this round, I was the one that rolled it. If everybody passes and nobody owned it, I would get it for free. So this person's either gonna spend 7 on it, or I'm gonna get it for free. And they decide, sure, they pay 7. So they take $7, they give it to the bank, and they take this and put it in front of them. This agent is now passed to the next player, and then that player, we do it around again. So this we actually had 12. So the number 12 would come up for sale right here, and again, we would jump whatever the lowest is to here. Now, again, we would just do that same thing again where everybody would roll, maybe re-roll once, and it would bid and it would get sold. If it didn't get sold, whoever had the agent would get it for free. So this is sort of how the game goes. Now let's fast forward just a bit. Now let's say I have 6, 14, and 12. I have these cool little items here in my possession. I bought them at some point during the game. And let's say the agent rolled a 12. Well, I own the 12. So first thing, we say that I own it, it's up for sale, and I'm the one selling it. Now, remember we were jumping these up? What this does is you see these numbers start at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5. The numbers get greater as they go. So this is actually a number 5 here. What happens is because I own this, I automatically get $5 from the bank for having it come up for auction there. So I get $5 immediately. Then everyone gets to do the normal bidding. I don't get to roll dice to try to buy this because I already own it, but the other 2 players would be rolling their dice. So if they rolled it and then maybe someone wanted to buy this for, I'd say 7, then they would give me the $7. So I made a lot of money there. I made $12, 5 here and 7 there, but somebody else bought it. Now the key is, when do you want to buy it? When do you want to pay for it? Because as the game goes on and things get bought, you're going to be making more and more money. And which numbers do you buy? With 3 dice, the 9, 10, 11, and 12 are going to come out the most often. So these ones are going to go for more money than as opposed to say maybe a 5, which probably wouldn't go for that much. So it's a risk and reward. How much do you want to invest now for later? And so basically the game ends immediately when somebody has $45. Or in a rare circumstance, once all these are gone, we pay out one more by rolling the dice, and then we see who has the most money. But most of the time it's going to end with somebody getting $45, and that person is the winner. Well, there is Flea Market. I'm always out looking for good economic games that can be played at the family level that's non-gamers can get into. Some of my favorites in that genre, of course, are For Sale and most recently Game of 49. Those are my two go-to sort of quick filler economic type games that anybody can play. This meets that niche as well. I wasn't sure what to make of this game. The rules are like, it's basically one page. That's it. It's one page and it flips over. They're super simple rules. They could have been written a little more clearly. There are some spots that weren't written that well, but we finally figured out all the details, even though it's a super simple game. And I gotta say, it's really fun. It is. It's interesting because at the beginning of the game, you're rolling and trying to gather a bunch of stuff and spend a lot of money, hopefully that you'll be getting them later. But whether the numbers, and it's interesting because when you roll with the 3 dice, the numbers 9, 10, 11, and 12 statistically are going to come up the most. So when those things come up for sale, you roll a dice, let's say a number 9 comes up. And on your dice, you roll a 10. So you have to bid 10, and you're like, is it worth 10? I don't want to spend that much, but what will other people spend? I'll re-roll one. Okay, I went down from a 10 to a 5. Darn it, maybe somebody else got more. You know, you release, it has that sort of pressure luck element to it. You're trying to figure out what other people are doing. And then, hey, well, okay, I'm down to a 5. Somebody else bid 8. Is he going to take it? Oh, man, he took it. Or, oh, good, he didn't take it. I get it. You know, and once in a while, it'll be like a crazy bad number, like a 3 or a 4 that's up for sale. Nobody takes it. Hey, you get it for free if you're the agent, and, you know, maybe you'll make some money on it later. But as the game goes on, it gets even more interesting because as tiles are being bought, the bank is paying more and more money out. So as the game goes on, you're going to be spending more and more probably for those good numbers because, hey, I can spend 12 for this, the most that I can buy for a number 10, because in a minute, it's probably going to come up again very soon, and I'm going to make at least $5 or $6 at this point back from the bank, and someone else might be paying me 10. So I'm going to be making $5, you know, on it from after I sold it. And it's that interesting thing of what number comes up, how often it's going to come up, when in the game is it, how many more times do I think it's going to come over, how much do I want to spend on it, do I want to re-roll, pressure your luck. It's a very simple game, but yet there's some good decisions to make, and I love that about this. So if you're looking for a family-level economic game that's light, easy to teach, you can play quite casually, but gives you some interesting decisions on your turn and on other people's turn. There's really no downtime at all in this game. It's very quick. It's over in about 20 minutes. Really fun little economic game. It actually impressed me. It's better than I thought it was going to be, but that's Flea Market.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at DicetowerNetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.